Hey everyone, it's Sunflower Spirit here, and I'm here to do a spring equinox reading. So today, March 19th, I believe, is the spring equinox. So this is the time of the year when it turns from winter to spring. So it's about new beginnings, it's about the life and death process. But let's see what's coming in for you guys, for everyone. For this spring equinox, what is the energy coming in? And we have a full moon in a week, for about a week. We have grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith. So yeah, being called to have faith with something, something that includes like your body, mind, and your spirit. What else do we have for everybody? We have spider spirit, make your dreams real. So you're on some sort of spiritual journey right now. With this, there's some sort of like life and death process. There's some sort of like primal energy here. So that could be like a newer energy, maybe starting something new. 56 breaks down to an 11. What else for everyone? What is the energy? We have cat spirit, claim your independence. So there's some sort of mystery, there's some sort of like playfulness with this. There's also like putting your really focusing your energy down on working on hard on something. There's something that you're building. It has to deal with your spiritual journey, but also like don't lose sight of your playfulness. And also, there's some sort of mystery here. There could be like multiple opportunities for something. Um, and then on the back we have deer spirit, bring a gentle touch. So yeah, definitely like newer energy coming through. We have 3, 11, 4 and 9 here. So stability, kind of be having a holistic mind, keeping everything holistic. Um, there's an opportunity, there's some sort of portal that I feel like you might be walking through, and this is like also the end of a cycle. There's a completion of a cycle. So there's like a lot of mystery, a lot of hope, a lot of curiosity. I feel like there's also like a sense of needing to be grounded or groundedness. Definitely new opportunities, something that you have been working on for a while, coming into fruition. You've been creating something, a very like primal energy, which tells me this is a very new energy, whatever this is coming in. And that's ultimately the energy of spring in a nutshell. So that's beautiful. I'll put these to the side and let's pull some tarot and see what else comes out for you guys for this spring equinox. What is the energy for everyone, please, for the spring equinox? What is the energy for everyone, please, for the spring equinox? We have Four of Spells, which is like the Four of Wands. Yeah, so this stable energy, there's also an energy of, look how they're like taking that journey. This is usually like the Four of Wands, so this is usually like the stable energy, but I love how this energy is like moving. So it's stable, but it's still moving. What else do we have for everyone for this spring equinox energy? We have the Green Mother, like the Empress. Yeah, so this is Venus energy. So heart-centered energy, heart chakra energy, definitely something dealing with your heart chakra, but also like your groundedness, your stability in relation to your heart chakra. Beautiful. And yeah, definitely like a lot of stability with the four here, the Four of Spells. But also like this energy of like, you're just celebrating. There's celebratory energy. Maybe you're excited that the weather's finally nicer and stuff. I always get excited for that. We have the Five of Challenges. So this is the Five of Swords. So I feel like you might be in your head about something. Um, Maybe there's a lot of decisions or a lot of like thought processes going on. Maybe you're kind of conflicted about which direction to take because we did see, there are quite a few opportunities for a new beginning. But let's see what else we get. I feel like too, you might be like trying to rely on your wisdom, but maybe it's kind of hard for you to discern what that wisdom is right now. We have Ace of Challenges, which is the Ace of Swords. So yeah, you are going to get clarity. I do feel like clarity's coming. And then we have Suspension, which is like the Hanged Man. So Pisces energy, which we are in Pisces. Um, so maybe taking a pause. So here's what I'm seeing. So you are conflicted, you're pulling from your wisdom, you're trying to pick out wisdom. You are going to gain wisdom. What is this wisdom about exactly? Well, it's about your this energetic stability. You're recognizing how energy can still flow and move and you can still be stable. It doesn't just because it flows doesn't mean that it has to be chaotic, right? But I feel like something's suspended here and that is maybe your something about your heart chakra connected to your sacral chakra. So your creativity connected with your heart space and you're kind of like at a pause here, maybe waiting for some enlightenment. Even though you did, you have gotten this a little bit of clarity, I feel like you feel like there's more to be coming. And I feel like also you're not quite ready to like move out of this old energy yet. Like it's coming and it will come in, divine timing. But let's see what else we have for everyone for this spring equinox. We have 8 strength. So yeah, it's really about persevering. You're really persevering at this time. You're really being called to be vulnerable and to stay the course, to really have courage, to really have strength to push through the rest of this. Why? Because your thoughts are kind of like in this weird place where, like, I do feel like you are finding wisdom, you're seeking wisdom, but for some reason you're a little bit conflicted. I feel like you might be conflicted too because this energy is so like pure. Just getting like this raw energy, and so maybe it's just uncomfortable because you haven't really been in this place before. And you're like, am I ready for this? You're wondering if you're ready for this. What else do we have for everybody for spring equinox? We have 7 of challenges. There could be some like sneakiness or trickiness. I feel like though, yeah, I feel like you're kind of like not trusting this energy a little bit. Like on one hand, I think you get it and you're getting clarity and you understand like where you need to go, but on the other hand, maybe like overthinking it a little bit. Like why is this energy like flowing so fast? Like how is it flowing but I'm still stable? Because maybe you had like a perception recently or previously that was like, energy had to be chaotic, like I was saying, for it to be flowing. And that's not necessarily true. Like moving energy is really, when you can masterfully move the energy without creating chaos, that's basically that transmutation, that transformation that we talk about. We have 2 of spells. So you have 2 of wands. So you have some sort of decision. Yeah, I feel like you're paused because you know that you have some sort of decision. You're not sure if you're ready. You're not sure if you want to take the next step. You're not sure if you want to go down that new path. You're being called to go down the new path, but you're also feeling a little bit vulnerable right now. You're feeling pretty vulnerable. Even though you have this wisdom, you have this clarity, you're still like kind of doubting yourself. And I think this is just part of the process. I think it's part of like shedding that ego a little bit, maybe. We have the lovers. So, yeah, really in your head about your courage, about your ability to complete this, about your stamina, um but also they're wanting you to follow your heart. We have like a lot of heart chakra energy here, which is saying follow your heart. We have 5, the oldest one. This is like the Hierophant in the original tarot. So this is telling me that this is a learning process. This is part of your process. You are going to gain more wisdom from this, and you're also going to be learning from your mistakes, which can be really scary, to think about, like, learning learning from your mistakes. What? But no, this is part of your process. This is like a big learning. This is like you looking at your values too. You're kind of like, and I think that's why you're in suspension right now, is because you are kind of like questioning your values, or maybe your values are changing, or maybe you've been given new information. Um that has caused you to like rethink this. I feel like you are like a little bit in your head. I feel like you feel like too it might be too good to be true. There's something here where like you are really controlling, not controlling, but you're like empowered over this energy. And so you feel like, how can this be? How can this energy be so good, and how can I be the one to do it? And I feel like this is just part of your journey where you're having to learn that, like, your courage and your vulnerability ultimately got you to this place. It's your thoughts right now that you really want to be aware of, because you do have clarity. I am seeing there's a lot of good stuff with your thoughts, but it's kind of like connecting those thoughts to that heart space, to that heart chakra right now. So, with this seven of challenges and this five of challenges, I feel like there is like a little bit of conflict in your thoughts, and also, I feel like you're trying to like meta think this too, like you're not like overthink, I don't want to say overthink, but like you're trying to kind of like figure this out before you take the next steps, which it doesn't really work that way, but we do that all the time. Humans do that like constantly. So I could see why you want to do that. That's just like an ego response. That's a fear response. So maybe just like not allowing your fear to get the best of you, because you do have clarity. It's just a matter of like getting through this last little part. And I feel like maybe too you're just trying to like push yourself from this suspension, like try to figure out like, okay, after I'm in suspension, like if I jump down from here, like what is my next step? And so you're trying to kind of like logic it out. Let's see what's under the oldest one. Four of Boots. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. So yeah, definitely you do have stability here. And then Ten of Visions, which is Ten of Cups. So a lot of emotional fulfillment too. We could go ahead and clarify these though. Let's clarify these and see if we get a bigger picture. What's this Four of Spells for this spring equinox, please? Whoa. We have King of Pentacles and Ten of Swords. So yeah, you're like, again, this is like you don't feel stable. I feel like maybe too, like maybe there's something in the past that's kind of like holding you back, where you've had harsher energy. Yeah, we have the Three of Swords on the back. So I feel like maybe there's something that was like painful in the past, and so that's kind of like maybe you're being triggered, or you're a little activated by that now. What is this Green Mother energy for this spring equinox, please? We have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, something happened with your stability in relation to like your love and your stability, your energy, your love, and your stability. So no wonder you're kind of in your head. I feel like you are like either you are deceiving yourself, or you're thinking that you are deceiving yourself. Like you're over. I think it's like the meta thinking, like I was talking about it. Like you think that you're deceiving yourself, but you're not. Like, you're kind of like, how is this? Is this too good to be true? Kind of thing. What's this Five of Challenges, please? The moon. Yeah, you're wondering if it's an illusion. You're wondering if it's an illusion. You know you have some sort of decision to make. You need to rely on your intuition, but you're kind of like, your head's kind of like, I don't know if I can listen to my intuition. Look what happened last time. This Ten of Swords, a Seven of Swords. But that's kind of like you just need to get past this next level of healing. So this is that next level of healing. When once you exit this suspension stage, you will, that will be that growth process, that healing process. What is this Ace of Challenges for everybody? We have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, so you have clarity that, like, you if you put your mind to something, you can get it done. And also, like, there's people around you that will help you. And I have seen that other places here too. So it looks like, you do have, oh yeah, because we got that in the grasshopper, like your friends. Take a leap of faith. So it does look like you have clarity. You know, like, what you're capable of. It's just a matter of, like, putting it into action, which is always harder. It's easier to say stuff, right? It's easier to put stuff in theory than it is into practice. What is this suspension, please, for everybody? We have the Three of Wands. Yeah, so it's kind of like, I feel like in the suspension too, in the space of suspension, you're kind of like trying to figure out, like I said, your next step. You're trying to figure out like where your stability is, how you can like create good goals to like get you to where you want to go so that you can like propel yourself forward. And I feel like that's kind of why you've taken, or you're kind of in this suspended energy right now. What's this strength energy, please? The Six of Swords. So yeah, there's something you need to move on from with your thoughts. It's being in this conflicted energy. You need to move on from this with your thoughts, and how you do that, you make yourself vulnerable. You have to pay attention to your intuition. You have to listen to your subconscious. Again, easier said than done, right? But this is you like persevering through it. This is you knowing what you need to do. You need to get away from this like emotional turbulence to this like more serene type of either like kind of flowing, like gently flowing, I guess I should say, emotions. What's his seven of challenges for everyone? The star. Yeah, so I feel like this is a healing. Well, this is what I was saying before. You're in your head because you've had all this pain in the past, and so that's why you're kind of like conflicted because you want to rely on wisdom, which it looks like you are going to rely on wisdom, or there's a huge chance, potential chance that you will rely on wisdom. Um, the star is like, this healing energy where it's kind of like getting everything you want, but this is like a solo journey. Like both the seven of challenges, the seven of swords, and the star show me that this is like, that's kind of like, both of these are like Aquarius energy. So that's showing me that this Aquarius energy is like telling you to be like self sufficient right now, telling you to rely on yourself for these things, which it looks like that's kind of what's triggering you a little bit too, because you've previously had some pain and some heartbreak. Also, I wanted to point out I do have quite a bit of mercurial energy here, and we do have Mercury going retrograde in about like a week and a half. It's like the 1st of April, I think. So this could be like some of what this head energy is about is like you're already starting to like kind of feel that energy or feel the effects of that energy, which the shadow period can be like 1 to 2 weeks, so that's not uncommon for this. Um, what's this two of spells, please? The Eight of Wands. Yeah, so making this decision, remember I told you you had this hard decision and that's kind of why you're in suspension, and I've seen that several times. It's kind of like you want to plan ahead, but you feel like things are moving too quickly with this 8 of Wands. So I feel like things are going to move really fast if they haven't. And I feel like that's why you're still suspended because you kind of have some intuitive level of knowledge that this is going to happen. You are completing some sort of cycle here, but it's just a matter of like taking that next step now. But I think on some level, even if it's just like purely subconscious, that things are going to move really quickly. Things are going to get going fast, and there's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of travel, a lot of like energy, um, movement and flowing once you kind of get out of this suspended energy. What's the lovers here for, please? Page of Swords. Yeah. So really like in your head a lot. But again, this is like a learning process, and I feel like you're learning something about your heart space, and you're learning about how you like follow your heart, how you follow your intuition, how you allow yourself to have that open heart chakra. Um, we have the Three of Swords on the back, which shows me again that this is like you this is a lesson. This is something hard for you. I feel like maybe you're completing some sort of cycle that has to deal with healing some sort of trauma or healing something that was hard for you, something that triggers you, something that was painful, causes you anger, rage, or shame. And so you're learning how to like integrate this into yourself and also like propel yourself forward at the same time. And so that's kind of why we have the Seven of Swords and the Star here. It's like integrating that into your new self, if you will, your healed self. And so we kind of see that with the cards that we got to in the beginning. I'll show you what those were again. So we got the grasshopper, the spider, the cat, and the deer. And so yeah, this is like you integrating or like weaving your web, whatever you want to call it. And then it's also like calling you to kind of ground yourself, but kind of have that like childlike curiosity so that you can learn these lessons so that you could get your mind on board with your heart, because I feel like there's a little bit of a conflict right now between your mind and your heart, but that doesn't mean that you're like on the wrong track. It just means that like your mind is kind of like not ready to move on from whatever this pain was, from whatever happened in the past. And so that's why we have, I love how they call it challenges. The swords are challenges in this deck. Um, but it's really, calling you to take a leap of faith so that you can like complete your dreams. What are your dreams, with the spider spirit and the star? Also pay attention to your intuition. You know, they're saying you're going to have many opportunities. Again, claim your independence with the cat card. Um, so there's going to be a lot of opportunities for um, it's like you don't have just one chance and then you get it wrong and you're done. That's not how it works, like it's sort of like trial by error. So it's now just calling you to have that courage with this strength card, moving on from whatever emotions are causing you to be in your head about not having the courage, not having what it takes to do this, basically, not having the perseverance or what it takes. And then also just kind of like this young, innocent energy where, this is like new for you. So just kind of like having fun with it, really trying to figure out how you can, just do your best. Um, just take that leap of faith with the grasshopper. So this is beautiful for you guys. I love it. I hope this was helpful. I hope it resonates, and I hope you have a fantastic spring equinox.